My viewers, there is an allegation that EACC conducted a raid at Moses Wetangula's home in Nairobi. Now, on this particular video, ladies and gentlemen, I want to categorically show you what is going on. What is happening right now? Why is it an issue to me? It's because Moses Wetangula was one of the closest allies of William Ruto in 2022. Some of the people who made it work. In fact, people say that William Ruto won the elections from Bungoma, in that the 250,000 votes that Moses Wetangula delivered are the ones that William Ruto won with. So, were it not for the 250,000, William Ruto could not have managed the 50+1. So, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, Moses Wetangula is not a person to underrate in William Ruto's government. As we speak today, is the National Assembly Speaker, someone who is third in command in this country. In case William Ruto and Kindiki are not there, then Moses Wetangula takes over as the head of this Republic of Kenya. So this is not a person that we can just ignore when it comes to the political activities. Ladies and gentlemen, but now the unique thing is that we believe when you are close to government, you are spared. But this time around, if it happened indeed, Wetangula, why is he not spared? There is something that is happening that we might not know. On this particular video, I want to categorically make it clear to you on what is happening. But in a nutshell, it is Raila Amolo Odinga taking what belongs to him. That is what is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My number is always here. Feel free to contact me and share with me your opinion. And most importantly, you can support the channel through that number. Let me dive into this topic here today without much wasting of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Amolo Odinga is taking what belongs to him. We all know that in the 2022 general elections, the Azimio team won the majority seats in National Assembly, in the National Assembly. But William Ruto crafted things, and eventually they won the majority in Parliament. Subsequently, Moses Wetangula was elected as the Speaker of the National Assembly. Honestly, the Speaker's seat belongs to the Azimio. We all know that. The Speaker seat belongs to the Azimio. But Moses Wetangula, not once, not twice, has been ruling against that and saying the majority member of parliament belongs to the Kenya Kwanza government. Now, everyone knows that the Azimio MPs are more than those ones of Kenya Kwanza. But now, Moses Wetangula has been sitting there saying no to that. Now, Raila Amolo Odinga is with, of course, William Ruto. And what important thing can they talk about if they don't remember this kind of the things that happened, and they share and they say now that we are working together in this, I want this of my share to be given back to me. So according to me, I feel strongly that Raila Amolo Odinga wants that seat to be given to the members of the Azimio side. And that is one of the ways to revive the support that Raila Amolo Odinga had in 2022. And I'm feeling strongly that once they find that seat, is going to distribute it to someone from the Azimio side who can be able to propel the Kenya Kwanza campaigns in 2027. And apart from that, it's also a seat that benefits some of these leaders here. They can even take that seat and offer it to someone like, let's say, Matiang'i, let's say Kalonzo, let's say people in Azimio before. Ladies and gentlemen, offering, it's just a way to show that they are remembering some of their heroes, some of their partners in 2022. They can even decide to give that seat to Jeremiah Kioni. That's a way to revive some of their friendship that they had before, because they'll make that seat be felt like it is now for the Azimio side. Ladies and gentlemen, that is practical. People might take it not to be something possible, but in the Kenyan politics, anything is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, if Wetangula gets out, there's a likelihood they get someone else. However, I also feel that there's a risk by taking out Moses Wetangula. If they do so, that takes me to the second point. Then they must have gotten a serious replacement for who? Moses Wetangula. And who could be that replacement for Moses Wetangula? On the comment section, feel free to share with me. It could be someone from the Western Kenya region who is very powerful right now as we speak politically. Please, on the comment section, share with me on which kind of a person, who is this person it could be. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a replacement is necessary because Moses Wetangula has huge control, especially in Bungoma, which is a huge number of vote block. Therefore, for them to lose those votes, they must have gotten probably 500 plus 1,000 votes, a surety. And who can give them that? Ladies and gentlemen, that is very crucial. Now, another reason as to why I feel strongly that Moses Wetangula is being now raided or attacked by the Kenya Kwanza government is because of failure to dismantle his Ford Kenya party. They don't want a mix-up in 2027. They have now decided it is order. Order, it is the UDA combination with ODM. So if that is the scenario, they don't want a mix-up in Bungoma. They don't want a mix-up in Western Kenya. They want to know where people belong to. In 2027, they want to decide who is going to be elected from which side and who to be left for which region. Why? Because they want numbers. And they don't want to do what you call the division of the finances that they have for the campaigns. They want to concentrate on a candidate and fund him fully. For that to happen, they must have a few number of parties agreed upon to control certain regions. So Moses Wetangula coming with his own party, he'll be able to increase his powers, yes, to negotiate, but the fact is also dismantle some of the regions that they want to control. If you look at Malava, UDA has fronted a candidate. Imagine if Ford Kenya also fronts another candidate. What does that mean? Probably the DAP party might get that seat if they work smartly by ensuring the DCP party candidate has been dropped. So therefore, if you look at things the way they are, there's a likelihood that they want the party to be dismantled, Moses Wetangula to be fully with the government and support William Ruto in 2027. They're having a feeling that Moses Wetangula might shift to the opposition side to increase his negotiation tactics or maybe powers. So therefore they want to control and tame him early enough. If he doesn't, they get someone else from that region, give him the seat and keep on with life. Then Moses Wetangula to join his counterparts in the opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel that is a plan. They want to do it now because right now Moses Wetangula will be deprived of finance if he starts campaigning against President William Ruto until 2027, or he might lose popularity early enough. Now, if you see the issue to do with raiding his home, it's a clear indication, if it happened, that they want to tarnish his name as well. So as they drop him as the speaker, they also want to elevate his bad name, and as a result, Moses Wetangula will lose support across the country, most especially in Western Kenya. Now, also, ladies and gentlemen, another thing that can make the government literally go for Moses Wetangula, it's because of true allegations that could be there, that indeed the National Assembly, led by him, is corrupt. Those were allegations that were made by President William Ruto. So if it indeed happened, then it is okay for the EACC to bounce on this gentleman. Last but not least, it could be the NIS report now that is working, that probably Moses Wetangula could be working closely with the opposition people, and now they have to tame him early enough. I don't know what is your take as far as this is concerned, but I feel strongly these are some of the reasons as to why probably Moses Wetangula is in fear, afraid, and being troubled right now by the government. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mukwa.